Disclaimer, there's going to be a lot of hair flipping in this video. Some people might find this offensive, so viewer discretion is advised.
In Africa, how dare you that your mother is talking and you want to which opinion? Who told you that you had an opinion? Keep your opinion to yourself. Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Flavine, and if this is your first time here, hi, I'm an international student based in Belgium, and on my channel I like to make content around immigration, where I tell you guys how to gain admissions into schools in Europe, US, Canada. And I also like to do lifestyle content where I just show you guys how I navigate my life as a girl in Belgium. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the culture shocks that I've had while moving from Africa, Cameroon precisely, to Belgium. So if you're interested in this kind of video, just sit tight and enjoy. So the first thing that hit me hard when I came was language. Actually, it's still hitting me hard, but it's not as strange as it used to be before. Now, if you don't know, here in Belgium the official language is Dutch, but there's a particular area that speaks French and German. So English is not really the number one language that they speak here. But even though the EU speaks English, French and German, but then again, I come from a country where we speak English and French, and I'm from the English region, so it was a little bit hard for me to adapt. You just go to anywhere, you just want to go to somewhere, here again, everybody is just speaking Dutch, Dutch everywhere, and you're just like, oh. You even want to explain something. At times I'm maybe at the shop or somewhere, and I'm trying to explain something like, I'm looking for this thing, and everybody's just looking at me like, what's she talking about? And so it was really a challenge, because where I live, it's like it's the Dutch speaking area, so everybody speaks Dutch, so it's always a challenge, and you're just feeling like everywhere. Even at work, you want to even explain something, you're like, no, I don't know this thing. That's what we're speaking Dutch in your head, and your head will be paining. I'm like, oh my god. So if you're coming to Belgium, just know that you're going to be hearing a lot of good morning in Dutch. You'll be hearing a lot of Dutch, and it's going to be a challenge to you. So that was the first thing. I come from an area where if I don't hear English, I'm hearing French, nothing more, okay? But coming here and hearing so many languages was like, oh, not again, not this. The next thing that I want to say about Belgians is their culture, their lifestyle. See, I don't have any Belgian friends, because what I've realized is that even in my class, like, if you want to be close with the Belgians, you need to be loud a little bit. That's what I'm going to say. And you should be somebody that drinks beer. That Belgium is known for, they produce a lot of beer, chocolates, waffles. So if you're somebody who drinks beer, you like to party, you're going to be their friend. But now, I'm not that kind of a person, okay? I'm not the party freak, and I'm not the see, me and alcohol, we are not friends. If I take alcohol here, I'm going bonkers. I'll be throwing up, and alcohol is not just good with my system, and beer for that matter. So if you're somebody who drinks a lot of beer, and you like to party, you like to go to restaurants and all of that, you're going to be very good friends with Belgians, okay? Because even in my class, I realized it, like, after a class, some of my classmates are always like, oh, let's go get a beer, or let's go to this place. I can never join them because I'm not used to that kind of a lifestyle, okay? So if you're somebody who likes to party, you drink beer or alcohol in general, you're going to be friends with Belgians, you're going to be friends with them very, very well. The next thing that I want to talk about is smoking. Oh my god. Not everybody here smokes. no, let me not say everybody, not everybody, but majority of people here smoke. Like, it was so strange when I came at first. I did not understand. It was so strange. Even children in secondary school smoke, both boys and girls. Everybody is smoking. Smoking is their hobby. Where I work, these people take like 10-minute breaks at, I don't know, I cannot count, just to go outside and smoke. It's like an addiction. Like, so if you're somebody who doesn't smoke, you're going to come here and you'll be like, what's going on? What's happening? Here, smoking is like, I can't help it. And then you would think now that in some places, like maybe hospitals, schools, you know, they should even respect themselves. For where? They smoke everywhere. In school, they go outside. They just give us 10 minutes break. Not that they are going outside to smoke. Smoking is their hobby. Even around the hospital, people leave the hospital, come outside and smoke. They cannot help it. Like, I'm always like, wow. You know, in Africa, where I come from, smoking is not really something that, you know, people fancy a lot. Just few people that smoke, you know, just few people. And it's not like they just smoke and they are just all over the place being proud of it. But here, mind your business. People smoke here a lot. The next thing that I came here and I discovered, like, it was a little bit challenging for me. It's because I come from a country where rules and regulation is not really a thing, but not really, rules and regulations are not really a thing. Like in Douala, I come from a very crazy and mad town. Okay, I live in the economic capital of Cameroon, and it's a mad town. Everybody in that town is mad. Everybody's always in a haste. Everything is always up and everywhere. So coming here now, and there's so many rules. Like, you need to wait for the light to be green before you cross. You know, when the light is red, you don't cross. You know, there's a lane for bicycles. Everything is just in order. I'm like, oh, like at times I'm really in a haste, and then I get to the street light and I have to wait. I'm just like, if this was Douala, if this was Douala, I will cross this thing and just go away. Like, the cars are moving on their lane. Even if there's traffic, everybody's on their lane. In Douala, when there is traffic, cars will be moving, bikes will be passing in between cars, everything will just be everywhere. Like, the lifestyle is just so different. Like, rules here, just see. And if you don't want to follow these rules, get ready to pay bills. Like, if they say that you're supposed to not drive more than this speed limit and you're driving more than that speed limit, the next thing you know is a bill is hitting you on your door. They're sending you a bill. So I'm just looking at it like, wow. If we can do some of these things in Cameroon or Africa, whereby if you're speeding or you're doing this, then you're not supposed to do, and then they send you a bill, everybody will be in order. Because if you know that you have bills to pay, you're not going to go against the rules and regulations. So one of those things that I really realized is that rules and regulations here, you must follow, because if you don't follow, now bill they follow you for your back. Guys, another culture shock I realized is recycling. Oh my god. Talk about recycling. See, these people don't joke with death. They don't joke with death. You see that thing that I come from, where we just eat banana, the same place. We eat this one, the same place. You drink something, juice, the same place. You a bottle, the same place. Any this, that. Here, recycling is a big thing. Bottles have their own section, plastics have their own sections, papers have their own sections, general they have their own section. Don't mix it. I heard that if you mix dirt like that, you can be fined. You can actually be fined for mixing dirt up and down like that. Like, there's even a section where they have some really big things where you go there, and that's where you go and throw your bottles. So if you have bottles, you can just keep them. When you have like a good quantity, you go to that place, and then you have a section for white bottles and you have a section for colored bottles. That's how you discard dirt, trash, and all of that. And I'm just like, wow, this life not just balance. Like, they pay so much attention to their trash. Like, you don't just throw trash like that anyhow, you understand? Throwing trash here is something they take throwing trash really personal, okay? So if you're not used to that, my dear, you gotta get used to it, okay? You don't just put dirt anyhow and anyhow. Dirt takes, like, they take their time to arrange and put dirt. It's so weird, but you know when you come from a place where you don't do these things and you're just like, wow. Another thing that I want to talk about is the weather. Belgium, the weather in Belgium is something else, okay? You will see the sun out, but just step out. The amount of cold that will slap your face. Don't be deceived. When you see the sun shining in Belgium, don't be deceived. Still carry your jacket because it is ever cold. It's always cold here. You can just, you get up in the morning and you see like, oh, the sun is out. The weather. Which weather? Which weather? It is cold. And then when I came, this life is very funny. When I came, 9 p.m. places are still shining. But now, this winter, 4 p.m., 4:35 p.m. everywhere is decorating. I'm always like, what is happening? You know, even in Cameroon, whether raining or dry season, when it's evening, places are dark. When it's morning, places are clear. But here it's not like that. When I came, I had to adjust because 9 p.m. places were still clear, and then I'll be sitting thinking that the day is still young, and meanwhile you should start preparing to go to bed, but places are still very clear. So the weather in Belgium can be very confusing. Don't be deceived that, oh, I'm going to go out because the sun. Go out. I just give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you see how this cold will be slapping. The cold will be hitting you so hard. So another thing that I want to talk about is appointments. Like, guys, Belgians don't joke with their appointments. Like, everything here is appointment. You want to go to this place, you book an appointment. You cannot just walk to somebody's office like that. Like, you know, in Cameroon, like, when you want to do something, you can just get up and go. You know, it's okay, it's fine. Like, nobody really cares. Here, it doesn't work like that, okay? You need an appointment for every single thing. Like, you need an appointment. It doesn't work like, oh, I'm just going to get up and just go. If I want to do this thing, I'm just know that if you want to see somebody or talk to somebody, you need an appointment. And it was really hard for me to be like, because at times I just want to get up and do something, but you have to call, you have to email and say, is this possible or is this not possible? Like, it's just something else, okay? You see the appointment thing, it was annoying, but now I'm getting used to it. Like, it doesn't bother me. It can. And then another thing that it was really hard for me to understand was the fact that you don't call people. Like, respect is not their thing, okay? You know the African thing that you call everybody ma, sir, auntie, keep your auntie, your uncle, your say, your mark, your safe. Do not bring it out to people, okay? Don't push it to anybody. There's no Sarah here. Call people by their name. If she says her name is Sarah, call her Sarah. Even if she looks old enough to be your mother or to be your auntie, please keep your respect to yourself. Instead, they find it embarrassing and, what can I even say? Embarrassing and disrespectful when you call them say or ma. Just call them Sarah and just leave it like that. They don't care about all the titles of say ma. No. Don't bring it to them, okay? They don't care about those things. And the next thing that I want to talk about is food. You see, I don't know about you guys, okay? Am I the only person who has come abroad and is yet to adapt? Like, I cannot adapt, okay? I'm somebody who, you know, this thing is from the way you grew up, okay? I grew up eating very simple things, eating my rice, my plantain in Africa, you know, simple things. Even while living alone in Douala, I'm not the kind of person who eats hamburgers, you know, shawarma, all those things. I don't eat them, okay? They disgust me. I feel like I will throw up eating those things, okay? Now I have come here and those are the things that are very, very very, very, how can I even say, they are everywhere, okay? Eating hamburger, I cannot. Eating pizza, I cannot. Eat this one, I cannot. You see all this ketchup, I cannot. I just eat simple things that I am used to with. So coming here, the food is really difficult. So I've just realized that if I don't eat in the house, going out, I cannot eat, okay? Except I buy something as simple as chips. And Belgians don't joke with their sauces. Oh, I saw this thing on TikTok and then I was just laughing. Like, you can go to a Belgian and in their house they have like a whole cabinet, a whole cupboard full of sauces, ketchup, this, that. They have it in there. They don't joke. This is how they live, okay? They don't really cook like that, like Africans. So their food and their sauces, don't joke with them. Their fries and all those good yummy things that people consider yummy, which they don't joke with it, okay? So their food is something that I may never get used to. I may never get used to eating all this kind of food. I'm really hoping that this 2022 I should try it. Just try and start tasting some of these things, because a baby girl is still having that African blood in her veins. Another thing I want to talk about is LGBT, okay? So if you know that you are homophobic, you are the kind of person who is not used to seeing gays, lesbians, and all those kind of people, Belgium is not for you. Belgium is not for you. When you come here, you need to just mind your business, because you know Belgium is one of those countries that has legalized all these same-sex marriages and relationships. So you're going to see them everywhere. You are going to see them everywhere. But just mind your business. Just mind your business and walk away. So if you know that you are, you know, a typical African and you're not used to this kind of thing, just know that this country, you're going to see them here because they are everywhere. In this country, they are everywhere. The next thing that really shocked me, I knew that, I see, when I was traveling abroad, I knew some of these little things, but I wasn't expecting it, like, you know, kids just making out in public. And by making out, you know what I mean, like, you just see young children of 14 years, you know, at the train station, they'll just sit and they'll be making out, minding their business, even in the train, you know, they're just kissing and hugging and hey. The African in me, even at this age, I still feel awkward, you know, to do that kind of a thing in front of people, in front of maybe my parents, you know. There is just something in me that cannot allow me to do that nonsense. But children here, oh, mind your business. Oh, don't even look at them. Why are you looking at them? No, tell me, why are you looking at them? Mind your business. These children don't care, okay? Like, it's so normal to them. I'm like, child, people just, these words are just, this is what we call well apart. You are from a different place and they are from a very different place, and you people don't just relate. The next thing that I want to talk about is kids having an opinion. You know these videos that we watch on social media where kids talk back and come abroad. You're going to see first honey, okay? I appreciate the fact that parents here allow children, you know, to have an opinion and all of that. You know, you don't just suppress children, force things on them bed. It's still strange. In Africa, how dare you that your mother is talking and you want to give, which opinion? Who told you that you have an opinion? Keep your opinion to yourself. But here is so different. And then the last point I want to talk about is transportation. This is actually the one that I really like. It's the fact that with public transportation you can actually go anywhere, okay? It's so nice, because when I compare it with Cameroon, like you just get up one day, you're in Douala and you're like, I want to go to Yaoundé today, and just get up and go. No, it doesn't work like that. But here I can actually do that. I can just get up and say, I want to go to Brussels today, and the next minute I'm on my way, and before 2 hours I'm already there, okay? It's really nice, because with public transportation I can actually go around this country, and you know, not that expensive, and I can actually use public transportation to go everywhere, and it's still going to be good. So yeah, those are some of the things that, you know, have really shocked me. Things are still shocking me daily, and I feel like as time goes on, I will still be posting the things that are still shocking me. But these are just the few. Okay, these are the few ones that when I came from the beginning I experienced. But as the days go by, okay, the things are beginning. There will be a lot of things keep shocking you. The shocking will not stop today. Will continue till the day you fully integrate into the society and the culture and all of that. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. You know, if you enjoyed it as much as I did filming it, let me know down in the comment section. And also please let me know the kind of videos that you guys want me to create for you guys. I'm so excited for this. Yeah, like I have all these video ideas in my head. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. But before you go, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.